She took me to Harrods this morning, and treated me to a beauty treatment. She wouldn't have took you, though.
She would have took me.
She wouldn't.
I need you to know that she would have took me. OK, look, this is the end of the week, and we do want to have a bit of a laugh, and it is important to, just chill out. But also, there is an important event going on tomorrow that I'm involved with, that I'm speaking at. It's at 4 p.m. outside Downing Street, and it's Christians Against Anti-Semitism. Now, look, I don't know what your view is on Israel, and I don't care what your view is on Israel, but there has been an enormous increase in anti-Semitic attacks in Britain since the start of this anti-terrorism operation by the Israeli state. The figures that we've got, which are probably not 100% accurate, but from the 1st to the 18th of October, there has been a 1,350% increase. That means that for every offence that existed in the previous 18 days, there are now about 14 of them. There have been increases in Islamophobia, but that's up about 1.5. So essentially, that means there's 2.5 for every one that was before. Violence, aggression, anti-Semitism, hatred has come to our streets, and I think we're all pretty upset about it, and we're all pretty upset about the denigration of the war memorials. Lois Perry is one of the team captains on That Was the Woke That Was, but she's a fellow speaker. She's not the main speaker tomorrow. I'm the main speaker.
Oh, here we go.
She is the
main speaker.
She is also involved.
I'm involved. He's so cheeky, isn't he?
She'll be like the principal warm-up act for me.
Oh, I'm going to be your fluffer, am I?
It's a good job it's late night.
But Lois, jokes aside, this is a really, really important event, isn't it?
It is an important event. So it's Christian Action on Anti-Semitism, and basically we're showing the Jewish people in the UK the name of it's I am with you, that they are not alone, because obviously the vast majority of the marches, well, all of the marches and the protests and everything and the rallies that have happened that the Jewish people haven't organised themselves up until this point have been full of Hamas supporting individuals.
Well, Palestine, let's just, not necessarily Hamas.
Well, no, the marches have been, there have been lots of people there who don't agree with the war with Palestine, but there has been a huge chunk of people who are there who are calling anti-Semitic chants from the river to the sea, which actually means genocide of the Jewish people and the removal of the only Jewish state in the world, which is Israel. And there's been no marches which have been positive and saying we are with you. We share a heritage, a Judeo-Christian heritage and values.
Of course, there's plenty of people who might disagree with the actions of Israel, but also oppose anti-Semitism in Britain.
Absolutely.
It's what go in any war. I mean, I think you'd be a fool to say that in any war things are perfect on either side. But what we have seen is an act of terrorism against Israel, backed up by a huge number of people who are delighted by it. That march outside the Israeli embassy was before Israel took any action. So they saw the terrorist attack on Israel, then marched delighted about it outside the Israeli embassy before anything happened. I was very sad about that.
Absolutely. And as I say, tomorrow is about showing the Jewish people in this country that they're not on their own, that they are supported. And I actually believe that the vast majority of British people are with them.
I believe so
we
too.
share a book, the Old Testament. We share heritage. It's not just about it's not just religious stuff, but it's also about values, democracy, the family. There's so many things that we share. There's so many things that are intrinsic to the Judeo-Christian heritage. So the thing about me is I'm Christian, but because of my mother's side, I wouldn't be here if Hitler had invaded, because I have one Jewish grandparent.
Yes.
Well, he's half Jewish, but but so I wouldn't exist because he wouldn't have existed because he would have been taken out as a small boy. So
What do you say to people who turn to you and say, well, look, this is a dispute a long way away. Actually, we understand that Jewish people in Britain are bothered about this. Even somebody like you, who is only very tangentially Jewish, but obviously because the rules...
An eighth.
Yeah, but...
Don't know which bit.
But obviously...
But the point that you're making is the fact that we're human beings, and there's been an awful lot of Palestine, and I can understand that there needs to be balance.
It's been woken up that there's obviously a latent, not so latent, anti-Semitism within certain communities, well, within one particular community in the United Kingdom, and it has been massively woken up, exposed.
How do you feel about it all? Because you've not shied away from getting right in the middle of it, have you?
Well, no. I mean, I've got a tremendous amount of Jewish friends, and so I've seen firsthand, the despair and the fear and also the about taking it on and taking this whole thing head on as well. And so I've been at the forefront of it.
Super brave as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I've very much sat on the fence, but I do think that it's super brave to...
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, it's all very well for me to say I am with you, but, when you've got kids, young Jewish kids, and you've got people being frightened to walk down the street or to wear a Star of David because they think they're going to be attacked or whatever. I had a friend of mine told me about a friend of his son's who had a waking nightmare because he thought he was being attacked. He woke up and the mirror was smashed. He got up in the middle of the night asleep and punched the mirror.
Oh, no.
So, this is very real,
it's real for people.
Yeah, very real.
Yeah.
Now, look, you've made a video in which you intended to show to Jewish people in the United Kingdom that we are all in it together. I have to say to you, I just think that Christians against anti-Semitism is not about Christians, it's not about anti-Semitism.
No.
It's about saying that we are unhappy with what is taking place in our country now, and we will not allow the dark days of Germany in the 1930s to come to this country. Here's a video. Anytime you like.
With you.
And I am with you.
I am with you.
Israel, I am with you.
I am with you.
I am with you.
As a Catholic, just want to let you know I'm standing with you.
I am 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 with you.
And I am with you.
The Jewish community and all in London and right across the UK, that I stand by you.
We support you. The vast majority of British people support you.
I am with you.
I am with you.
And I am with you. I am with you.
I am with you.
We are with you.
And I am with you.
And I am with you.
I am with you at this difficult time.
You are not alone.
And I am with you.
We stand with you.
OK, so this is the video that you've made, and some of those people, for people listening, some of those are famous faces like Toby Young and Richard Tice. Some of them are ordinary members of the public.
Yeah.
But why was it important to make that video?
Well, can I just reiterate that it was Christian Action Against Anti-Semitism that actually made the video.
Okay.
So it was Hayley Ace is the lady behind Christian Action on Anti-Semitism. She asked me to get involved. I got a few of my celebrity pals. I'm sorry, that sounds a bit smashy and nicey, doesn't it? Hey, I'm a charity group. Wait,
charity.
Yeah, but so she asked me to get in touch with some people, which I did. So I've been very, very involved. But actually, it's Hayley Ace who actually put the video together.
Okay.
But I think it was important for people, to see visually all of these different English people, all of these different Christians, all of even people who just give an Easter egg and put a tree up. You don't have to go to church every week.
Yeah.
People who saying, I am with you, I support you. And the reaction that I've had from my Jewish friends to it has been amazing. One of my friends said that he actually, was teared up.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have felt that this is an attack on Britain. This is a show of force. I personally believe that anybody who's a genuine patriot to this country wouldn't have protested whilst the Remembrance Weekend went on. And I have to say, I lament, and I'm not going to be overly critical, but I lament the police who initially issued a statement saying that they'd seen no incidents of anti-Semitism or violence on the pro-Palestinian march, and yet they had, and then they issued a second statement saying the reason that hadn't happened, because of course video was now emerging of it, is they were too busy dealing with football hooligans and far-right people to actually have seen it. I think that most people would say that's very thin, and what it's similar to is when you see the behaviour of public authorities in countries that have a far lower standard of policing, where perhaps they are they are ruled by one ethnic group and want to be favourable to that ethnic group. The idea that the police saw no instance whatsoever of anti-Semitism on a pro-Palestinian march, it is a statistic that is just laughable. Anyway, Ken is in London. Ken, you're on Talk TV.
Thank you very much, Andre, and good evening to the ladies.
Good evening, Ken. I saw you in Trafalgar Square yesterday with your sandwich board. Yeah, I did. And I went to come over to say hello to you, but you'd gone.
I hope I'm going to see you tomorrow, Ken.
Hello, Danielle. You should have.
I did come over to say hello, but you'd walked on.
No, what happened, Ken? Let me explain what happened. She sent me a photo going, is this Ken?
I had to check it was you.
And by the time I replied, you'd gone.
You'd gone.
But Ken, I'll tell you what I would love you to do. I would love you to talk to Lois because Lois is in the studio. And she has been instrumental in not organising tomorrow, but in helping out with tomorrow. I just want you to give your views on what's happening in this country to her, and perhaps Lois, you can respond.
Yeah, I'd love that.